Among Trees is an atmospheric sandbox survival game developed and published by Feared Interactive. This is the perfect game of those looking for a more peaceful and relaxing survival experience. There is not exactly a story to this game, you are simply exploring and came across an old broken cabin in the forest, and that's where your journey begins. Your first task is to repair this cabin, and then from there it's completely up to you what you want to do next. As you can probably tell, Among Trees is not very story rich, but when it lacks in story it makes up for in gameplay. To give you an idea of what you will be doing, I will be going through the survival explorations, cabin building and collection aspects. Survival does not come easy. It's Among Trees, at least not in the beginning. You will need to maintain your hunger, thirst, sleep and temperature to stay alive. You start off with text, no nothing so you will evolve where integrates. You will need constant access to the lakes or rivers for water, and you can never stray very far from a cabin as you will sleep there. During the cold nights, as you progress through surviving will get easier, as you will be able to craft a bottle to carry water, warmer clothes to maintain your temperature, tents to sleep in at night away from your cabin, and you will also be able to cook better food. Not only does all of this make it much easier to survive, but it also allows you to travel future away from your cabin, where you can find different resources to be used in more advanced crafting. When you first start your journey, you won't have a lot to do, mostly surviving and exploring the forest. As you explore, you will be able to collect resources that you can then use to expand your cabin. There's additional cabin rooms will all provide you with something new to do. For example, a kitchen will allow you to cook, a crafting room will let you craft tools and decorations, and a greenhouse will let you grow crops for food. There is a total of 6 rooms to expand your cabin with, and doing so is essential to progress in the game. Due to the new avenues they unlock, exploration is of course the main aspect. For Among Trees, the first you find yourself in is massive, and there's a lot of things for you to collect and uncover. You can collect plants to use for food and crafting. There's materials to be used for building. There's special locations such as waterfalls, lakes and caves, and you can also come across a variety of wildlife. Just a warning, there is not that much depth to the world. You won't come across buildings, people, on infrastructure like you might in other survival games, and the special locations you find are most of for admiring, not exploring or interacting with. Personally, I did not mind, but I know some people would prefer a bit more depth. So the games, the dangerous aspect, that game does have bees and bears, but they saw no combat. You simply run or hide. You think in a game like this the bats would be pretty cute, but they are actually terrifying. Just the overall atmosphere when you encounter a bear, it literally gave me goosebumps. Like the music changes and you just see the huge honking shadow in the distance. It gave me chills. Those pesky animals guard areas with materials that you need to upgrade your cabin. You will need to hide in bushes and try and grab some stuff when the bear is not looking, and it is mad stressful. There's also a small collection aspect to Among Trees, which includes completing all cabin extensions, finding all NQ locations and locating all the plants. I really like it how they showed your collection in the menu. It's just really simple and clean and makes it very easy to track your progress. I played for about 11 hours and pretty much unlocked or found everything, so a pretty quick game. Once you find everything and fully upgrade your cabin, there really is not anything else For you to do, it's a pretty basic game, so keep that in mind before you decide to get it. Obviously, the game just looks amazing. It's super atmospheric, especially when it rains. It's very calming to play and just a truly beautiful game. I also love the soundtrack as it really added to the atmospheric vibes of the game, especially when you come across a beer. An issue I had with this game was that the achievement system in Steam was not working properly. It was not unlocking achievements when it should have been, which I have also seen that a lot of other people experience. The same issue, so beware if you are an achievement hunter other than that. I noticed some very minor legend here and there, but overall I had a really good experience when it came to performance. Among Trees is a great game if you are looking for a simple, relaxing survival experience. Quality over quantity seems to have been the focus here, and the game does not offer a lot, but what it has is done very well. If you are after something more complex, perhaps a more story-rich combat.